G'day guys, Lepmeister here, just out in the backyard. I've set up a bit of a campsite, put in the pole and just running a dynabolt out from the back wall. I'm running it old school, got my old tarp up, it's the DD 3x3 and just a cheap eBay hammock. I've done some mods on the suspension and I'm going to put one of my muffins on and have a cup of coffee. And today we're running a bit of a latte. It's a coffee frothy. Alright, so that's bloomed out nicely. Work that on there. Chuck our venom lid on there. See, I've been running old school out here in the backyard. Haven't pulled out the Superfly tarp nor the Blackbird. Kind of like just being able to leave this up, set up in the backyard for a few days if I want. For a ridgeline, it's the convertible ridgeline to footline, so I'm just using the from the Hammock Forums website, some of these adjustable tie type things. The hammock originally came with like a line threaded through the end where it's stitched, and after watching a few of the videos I decided that wasn't going to do, so I undid the cording and just bundled it up in the end and just used some straps to tie it together. I've got a couple of descender rings up there and it's just the standard sort of rings and straps set up. So we've got some bubbles just coming on the inside of the Snowpeak. Not for a cup of coffee, that'll about do me. Now, as we know, those Snowpeak handles do get a little bit warm, so I just run a bit of a Reflectix. Fold it over. Use it as a bit of a pop grab. Okay, so for the baking I run a Minibull Designs pineapple bongo, which is not in production anymore. I need to get a new piece of carbon felt for that. It has we're going on for probably 6 months worth of use, and I've given it a bit of a flogging. It's sort of shrunk a little bit. It still works fine, just doesn't look that pretty. Well, I don't know. Don't know whether it works fine or not. It definitely works fine for me. It might not work as well as it's meant to. Alright, so in the bottom of the titanium cup we've got some water, and I've got the outer shell of a energy drink, and it just fits together to form a base, and my grate, which is just out of reach as always, here we go, is soon to be replaced with a titanium grate, which will get rid of this whole setup. So there's the stand, there's the grate, and it sits in the water. Probably got a little bit too much water in there. We don't want it to be quite that high. That might still be a bit high, but we'll give it a run. So I'll put that in the middle, put the grate on top, just sits above the water there, and we'll chuck it on. Alright, so muffin mix time. Here's just add water muffin mix, obviously not a whole packet's worth, just get about 4 of these muffins. Now the last couple that I've made, I've actually made a little bit too big for the cup. So hopefully this one won't be too bad. I'm just adding water into the bag. And just go little by little here. You don't want to end up with it absolutely saturated. Probably a little bit watery. Definitely don't want to add any more. And look, doing it in the Ziploc bag is great because you can just shake it. Alright, so I've got it in the bag. Last trip I've got my produce bag, so I actually just cooked it in this, and it did work. Took a bit longer. And look, this grocery bag, geez, they're slippery little suckers, aren't they? I've already cut it down to size, or what I thought was size anyway, so I'm just going to put this into one of the corners of that. There's our muffin mix in the produce bag. So we've got steam coming off there. Put this on top there. Just take that. Still got a little bit too much bag attached to that. Put the lid back on. The wait begins. That'll probably take about 7 minutes, I'd say. And it's just the water boiling away underneath that grate creates steam in there and bakes inside that bag. Time for a coffee. Mosquito. Just boils away. Boiling, boiling, boiling. This is the first video with the new camera. And one feature that you can do with the new model of it is to record in the different special effects. This is in drawing mode. Not too sure about that. Oh, fisheye is always a favourite. This is pop art, very vivid colours. You normally get a pretty good indication if you just pull the top, and you can see the top of the muffin in there, and it starts to firm up. Let's give you a look. hot, that's for sure. Doesn't look too bad. Let's have a look in the middle. Could have gone a little bit more, but not much. That's good. It's actually got little chocolate pieces in it. It's a chocolate chip muffin mix. Well, there you have it, Camp Lepmeister, and a cup of coffee and a muffin. Bit of rain on the tarp. That grate oven's a winner. It uses a bit of fuel, but I don't mind carrying a little bit extra in to stuff around with. And the same with using the two stoves. Why not? It's just a bit of fun. And thanks for watching. Happy trails.